In the past days and weeks, you have probably heard the term herd immunity, used in relation to the coronavirus disease outbreak. But what exactly does it mean? And could it be a solution to the current crisis? Herd immunity happens when so many people in a community become immune to an infectious disease that it stops the disease from spreading. There are two ways for this to happen, and one of them is actually through vaccinations, which we currently don't have for the coronavirus. The other option is that many people contract the disease and in time build up an immune response to it. To visualize this, picture someone without immunity as a red dot surrounded by yellow immune dots. If the red dot can't connect to any other red dots, there you have herd immunity. This means we would need to get a portion of the population infected. The percentage of people that must have immunity to safely slow or stop an infection disease is called the herd immunity threshold. The threshold or minimum percentage of immune individuals needed to establish herd immunity is dependent upon how infectious the disease is. For example, it is estimated that 93 to 95% of the population needs to be vaccinated to establish herd immunity against measles, whereas the threshold for polio is 80 to 86%. This concept of herd immunity is especially beneficial for the most vulnerable members of our communities, including infants, pregnant women, elderly people, and those who are not able to receive certain vaccinations due to contraindications. So even if a person gets sick, there is less chance for an outbreak because it is more difficult for the disease to spread. Eventually, the disease becomes rare and may be eradicated altogether. Now you may be asking yourself, why isn't every country applying this method to fight coronavirus? Well, it's not that simple. Vaccinations are the safest way to practice herd immunity in a population, but we don't have one yet for this virus. We still don't know if you can contract the virus more than once. Different people experience different intensity of symptoms, and in some cases the virus can lead to death. Vulnerable members of society, such as older adults and people with some chronic health conditions, are more likely to get very sick when exposed to this virus. And the direct result of all these things combined bring hospitals and healthcare systems to get overburdened if many people develop COVID-19 at the same time. But Sweden has in a way decided to take this approach by not imposing a full lockdown. As of now, Sweden remains open for business with only some restrictions in place: work at home if possible, no unnecessary trips, no gatherings of more than 50 people, and restaurants, bars and cafes should space out customers. We should keep an eye on Sweden, and only time will tell us if this is the right approach. Also, how long will this full lockdown strategy that the majority of the world, including the US, where lots of people live paycheck to paycheck, be sustainable, and how bad will the economic impact be?